I guess with the emphasis on special teams and the youngsters, that's got to be impacted with the new PAT and two-point conversion rule change. You'll be putting in extra time working on those different things with them and the whole team in general?
Yeah, I think, the PATs doesn't really change a whole lot. I think, but our special teams the last couple of years have not been very good, and it's something we have to address, and I know coaches know what they're doing. We just got to make sure we do a better job of finding players that fit the roles and understand the roles, and their roles are well defined, and do a better job. And I think drafting some of these guys that are core special team players is only going to help the room. It's able to move, instead of a safety being a flyer, you might be able to move inside on the punt team or what have you. So there's great opportunity for some guys to make this football team if they can excel on special teams, and that's what we're looking for. But as far as changing the way we do things because of the new extra point, we'll obviously study the two-point conversion a lot more, defending it, and obviously trying to get it. As far as how many times we'll do that, we don't know yet, but we'll see.
Coach, how do you view OTAs? Sort of a necessary evil? Is it something it's fun, team building? You as a coach, how do you look at them? I
think it's fun. It's good to get out there as a team. It's so, you're so split up throughout the offseason. You don't get a lot of time with them. But anytime you get out there and do some team activities, it's fun. It's just a challenge to say, we're going full speed here, but stay off the ground. There's no contact allowed. It's tough. But these guys worked through it today. I think we only had a couple guys hit the ground today all day, which is good. And we're getting a lot out of them. Anytime you go out there and you go 11 on 11 and study your defense, your calls, your terminology, and your offense, seeing plays versus certain defenses and coverages and fronts and blitzes, it's a great benefit to everybody, man. So we're getting a lot out of it. We need them. We need as many as we can get. We're going to use every one that we do get.
Coach, in the back here, with so many new faces on defense, even though a lot of them are veterans, how soon can you realistically see that unit start to gel, be all on the same page with guys coming in from everywhere and other different influences?
Yeah, it's a great challenge for us as a staff to try to not only get our system taught the right way, but to get everybody meshing together. The big thing is, I think the veterans that we did sign, they're all very smart football players. The safeties that we signed are very smart. Defensive linemen are very smart, and they play extremely hard. So I think those guys won't have any problem adjusting. It's just a matter of getting used to the way Coach Berry calls things and the way he wants things, as opposed to the way they did at Seattle or Tampa or Chicago or wherever they're from, and getting on the same page from a mental standpoint. But from a physical standpoint, I don't think we're going to have any trouble with these guys playing hard and physical football.
Jay over here, to kind of build off of that, talking to a bunch of the defensive linemen, they all said they want to be really aggressive. Talked about Knight and eating up so many bodies up front. Is that the style you want to see? Especially, you talked about a lot of times last year, not getting enough pressure on the quarterbacks, to have an aggressive defensive line?
Yeah, no question. And I think we made the right strides to get an aggressive defensive line with the players. So we're excited about it, man. We want to let our defensive line go and let them get up the field. Hatcher, get the handcuffs off them a little bit, let them get off the field. Not that he had them on last year, but really a frame of mind is to be a more aggressive style defense and let them play. And corner's going to have some opportunities to make some plays on balls, and obviously safeties will be very important in run fits and all that good stuff. So I think overall, from a unit, I think defensively, the new players that we added, the new scheme we have, it's a welcome change.
One other follow-up. Have you been working on with Robert at all advice for being a new dad and what he needs to expect with that?
Yeah, sleep in the other room. You got to make sure he gets his rest when he can, because I'm not going to let him use a baby crying as an excuse for him to fall asleep in a meeting. But no, he's excited, man. We're happy for him and his wife Rebecca, and he's a very proud papa. I didn't get a cigar though yet. I'm a little disappointed in him in that, but we're happy for him.
Jay, what have you seen in the little time you've been with Chris Culliver from him that jumps out at you?
Chris is a physical guy, man. He's a physical corner, and he's a great competitor. Obviously, this is really the first time we got to see him in any team fashion. I haven't got a chance to watch the film yet. But just playing against him last year when he was at San Francisco, knowing what type of competitor he is, man, it's great to have him out here. He can challenge you at the line of scrimmage. He can play off, and he's a great tackler. He just, he wants everything to be perfect, man. He's going to make everybody better around him, not only the defensive backs, but the receivers. So every time we run a route against them, it'll be a great challenge. Can't do a lot of bump and run out here today where you see his true skill, but I think he's a good football player.
How much better do you feel about that corner spot now, getting him, and you get Breland another year, and if D'Angelo comes back, how much better do you feel about that area?
Yeah, a lot better. You know, and you know, we got, you know, D'Angelo coming back off the injury for training camp. I think our depth is going to be outstanding. You know, and Tracy Porter coming back. So, and we drafted, you know, a good corner in the 5th round. So we got some bodies back there that I think can play. It's just a matter of getting them meshed and playing well together. That's what it's all about.